Hello, my name is Polina Cowley. I work at the Welsh Government as a Senior Air Quality Targets Manager, and I will be coming to Insights Wales on December the 13th to talk about research and data gaps in agricultural ammonia emissions. I have been working on ammonia emissions for the past roughly 3 years, and it's a really growing and interesting topic, both in Wales and in UK, and actually in the whole of Europe, because we have international targets, UK, to reduce ammonia emissions by 16% by 2030. When we sort of realized about that, and the UK definitely got involved, and the plans we're preparing, we started looking at details on ammonia emissions in Wales, and realized that 93% of emissions in Wales come from agricultural sector. And more granular data shows that 70% of those come from cattle sector in Wales again. So it's a really challenging area because there is a lot of modeling and there is a lot of technical knowledge, which says that we're really struggling to achieve that 16% reduction by 2030. And we are looking at some new ways of approaching it and how we can do it. But what my research on the topic shows that there are very significant research and data gaps. So while we're trying to address data gaps through data gathering techniques and new initiatives, research, I believe this is what Wales Insights is all about. So you as academia or people who are interested in the research, this is what we really would like for you to be aware of. So I will be putting a little presentation and going in detail about what exact gaps are we looking at. So the biggest gap that we have identified is related to health impact of ammonia, particularly not environmental ones. We're sort of aware of that, not as much as on other pollutants, but we're particularly interested in research on occupational impact on families and of farmers and actually their families themselves. So very little data on that. The closest research that I could find was in America, and I have been in contact with other specialists in UK, and they confirmed that there is a big gap there. Other areas that we will be interested in is collecting evidence for new technologies and modeling. Recent modeling shown that one genetic modification of cattle is a really promising area to reduce ammonia emissions. However, this is a really new area and we're not sure what are downsides of that. And there is again no research on that. What are consequences if we're trying to genetically modify cattle or any other livestock, particularly just to reduce emissions from them? What are impacts on their health? What are potential impacts on the food chain? Is there any, or maybe there isn't? So big research gap. At the same time, as there is no research on occupational hazards of ammonia, there is also little research on how concentrations of ammonia within buildings affect different livestock, different species. So please join me in December when I will be talking about it. And I will also tell you a little bit more about ammonia, why is it an issue? So I haven't touched on that. So maybe to warm you up for that, join us on that. And also what are implications for environment and what are general implications of ammonia emissions on the population health as a general. So looking forward to seeing you in December. Diolch yn fawr iawn.